I'm from Tim Ryan's district, and I was the only Democrat here who wasn't surprised he lost to Vance. Not because Vance was a good pick, but because Ryan was a bad one for multiple reasons. Why does the DNC seem to go out of its way to support neoliberal hacks who have nothing to offer working class people besides platitudes and empty pandering? That is a brilliant question, and a lot of it has to do, and I know there's some people, listen to this right now, don't want to hear this. They want to protect the status quo because they, the DNC themselves, the people who run it, the contractors that work for them, they are the status quo. I mean, these are holdovers that have been working in D.C. since the Clinton administration, and they saw that they had 2 great victories with Clinton. Clearly, we know better than everybody else, when in reality, Ross Perot is the one who allowed Bill Clinton to win both of those elections. Had he not been there, George H.W. Bush would have won re-election, and his name escapes me right now for some reason, but he would have won in 1996. Bob Dole would have won in 96. So these are not brilliant strategists. These are strategists who got lucky because a third-party candidate siphoned off enough votes to allow for Clinton to win. Nevertheless, they are looked upon as the biggest and brightest minds that the Democratic Party has to offer, and they have been pushing for 30 years now this concept that, we got to play it safe. We can't go too far to the left. We got to hover around that middle area. Don't say anything too out there that might get people's hopes up and then we can't deliver. Oh, don't go right, obviously, because you want to stay away from the Republicanisms. And sometimes it's okay to embrace the corporations that are laying people off left and right, cutting your wages, stealing your wages, slashing your benefits, abusing you at work. It's okay to coddle them every now and then because we need their money to keep running. That's the reason the DNC does this. It's because of these old guard, need to retire from politics folks that have been running things for 30 years. If we cannot get rid of them, if they do not move on, finally decide to enjoy retirement, then we're stuck in this cycle. And part of the problem, too, is, the people that come up after them are being trained in the same way. They're being taught the same talking points. So they're just repeating those same mistakes. We have to break the cycle. Sometimes you need to clean house when what you have is not working. A lot of the success, and I don't mean to, sit here and just badmouth Democrats forever. Obviously, Republicans are a million times worse. But a lot of the success that the Democrats have had, with the exception of the 2008 and 2012 elections, a lot of that success has been just dumb luck. Biden wouldn't have won in 2020 if COVID hadn't hit and Trump's incompetencies weren't on full display. I mean, that's obvious. So we would have lost that one. Technically, Hillary Clinton won because she got the popular vote, but because of the Electoral College, she lost. That's bad luck. But at the same time, we shouldn't have even had a candidate that could come close to losing to Donald Trump. That's ridiculous. But that's that DNC old guard. I mean, hell, it was another Clinton that these folks were pushing on us. And it kind of went the same way that 92 and 96 would have gone again had Ross Perot not thrown his hat into the ring. So we have to break the cycle. We have to put people in there that are not afraid to push the boundaries, that are not afraid to make big promises to the voters, and then work night and day to push those promises to become legislation, to then become law. That's what we have to have. And right now, the Democratic Party, the DNC, they don't have that, and that's a recipe for failure. If you can't get enough Ring of Fire, we encourage everyone to subscribe to our channel for fresh video content 7 days a week. And for even more from me, you can follow me on all social media outlets, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram @FairandBalanced.